Hello and welcome back to StarCraft 2. I've got another point of view or first person game for you guys. This one was against another Zerg player. I didn't even catch his name now, but we're on Backwater Gultch. That's one of the reasons I chose this game, because it's one of these new maps that I'm not really very good at. I don't know these at all, but the main reason I chose this game above the others that I played recently, I actually did win this one. That's another little spoiler for you guys, but I chose this because, you know, I think I got a little bit lucky with winning this. I went for a sort of all-in strat based on what I saw my opponent was doing, and my Zerg versus Zerg is terrible. So I suppose we'll get to that in just a second. So I'm not really happy with when I scouted, because I realized afterwards, okay, this is a huge map and it takes so long for my worker to get to the other side of the map. What I wanted to do was I actually wanted to scout it a little bit earlier, because and I see that I should have maybe done it on 7 or 8, because I wanted to be able to see what my opponent was doing. Maybe if he was going to throw down his pool on 14, maybe he was going to 10 pool, whatever, 6 pool, you know, that's also a possibility. But if he was going for 14 standard, maybe 14 gas, 13 pool, or other way around, then I would have probably just done the same. But if he was going to go for his hatchery first, I would have also done the same. I would have mirrored him with that as well. Because, I don't know, generally I'm quite confident in the fact that I can usually do the same thing as what my opponent is doing better, but if he does something totally crazy or different that I don't know well or I don't understand as well, then things just get a bit harder. So here, I ran into his base and I had a look around, and obviously I didn't spot that pool going down. And then, you know, the first thing you can obviously guess is that drone that just ran straight past me there was actually going to throw the expansion down. So I went over there and I was going to just find out. And I don't know, I guess I was pretty a bit in shock at the moment, because I wasn't sure what I should do. If my opponent fast expands, should I try mass a ton of units quickly, try outmass him, and try push it with one and end it with one quick decisive strike? Should I try do that, or should I try throw down my expansion as well? I don't know. I generally feel that you've got a very small time frame in which you can actually win if you want to go for an all-in against a fast expanding Zerg, because he can just drone up so fast, and this is such a big map. But I decided to go for it and take that chance. And I don't know, this is actually why I wanted to use this game, because I wanted your input, I wanted your opinion on what I was doing. What do you think, as a Zerg player against another Zerg player, would you have done here? My choice, you'll see in just a second, was to throw down a Roach Warren. I was going to go for like one of those 7 Roach pushes, a Roach All-In, basically. I was going to stop where I was right now with the drones, and I was going to get my supply limit a little bit higher, and then just start pumping out roaches. I was pretty sad that my opponent scouted me here, and I do feel that if I had to do this again and use the same strat again, I'd probably try deny scouting, maybe get a set of Zerglings out, get my queen a little bit further towards the ramp, something like that. But I could see that his expansion was up now, and I was going to assume, I mean, I just assumed he was going to throw down his own Roach Warren, and you know, that kind of thing is, it's always difficult to deal with, especially if he's got much more income than me, because I had started cutting drones already. I wasn't, and that's Nero, I wasn't getting those drones anymore, so that's already a big problem for me. I was committed to what I was doing now, so I really had to sort of make it stick. Now, I was getting a ton of roaches out here, and I thought to myself, okay, it could work, it's possible, but at the same time, I then sort of, it started sinking in, and I realized how big this map actually was. It takes these roaches so long to get to the other side, and I was actually delaying here when I really shouldn't have. I should have had my roaches moving already, and I wasn't, so that's a sort of a mistake there. And another thing I really could have done was, I could have had, by that time at least, an overseer overlord closer to my opponent's base. That would definitely have helped too. And I suppose in hindsight, as a little precaution, I could have thrown down an evolution chamber, but then again, that would have definitely that would have made maybe basically 1 roach less again, so it might not have worked out too well. But you may have spotted there that he actually saw me moving across the map, so he was already busy preparing for this, maybe panic mode, getting a bunch of roaches of his own out, getting a bunch of Zerglings out. I suppose in the end of the day, he knew I was coming, so that's never a good thing. And here what I was trying to do, I was just trying to focus down the roaches, and I don't know, I do think that I got luckier in the sense that he should probably not have engaged there where he did. I was doing a decent job at keeping my reinforcements coming. I had my rally point set over here for my hatchery, and as you can see, it's all in now. I wasn't building anything except the roaches, and what I would have just guessed, I mean, I was really happy to see that he didn't build any drones here yet, and I suppose he might have moved them up. I didn't really see because I haven't watched the replay, but he might have moved them up. So here again, I might have not been doing the best thing because I wasn't even really trying to micro my roaches very well. I mean, I was actually watching them, and I feel that I wasn't doing a good job at it because I was sitting there staring at them, and I wasn't moving the low HP ones back. I wasn't trying to take the ones that were focused out of the fire. I could definitely have done a better job there, but I think what was happening here was I was just stressing a lot. I was really focused on trying to kill his roaches, and I wasn't really thinking about anything except that. But I was really happy with what I was doing here. I mean, I was really happy with the fact that I was actually getting his roaches down, and I think at this point I sort of knew that I was going to take it, but like I said, it was really lucky. I mean, I didn't expect to win with a Roach All-In. And like I said, the reason I wanted to use this replay or show this game to you was because I wanted your input. What do you do in a Zerg versus Zerg when you're playing against another Zerg opponent who fast expands, and maybe you didn't expect it, maybe you just wanted to go for that pool first? Do you get down your pool and try get your speed out faster than him, or do you go for this Roach play and then maybe not go for the all-in approach, maybe just go for the more defensive approach? But then again, if you do that, will you be able to handle his speedling harass? Because generally that's what you go into. You either go into the mass roaches or the speedlings with a constant pressure at your natural. I mean, you're not going to even be able to get your expansion up if you don't get it up really early. So here, as you can see, moving into his base, and I think it's pretty much over. You know, I'm just focusing down all these roaches because I've got this nice clump of roaches here. I was pretty confident with it. Another thing I wasn't really watching was my mineral count. I could have thrown down my expansion a lot earlier because I was putting on the pressure that I was putting on here. I would have been sort of free to expand, and if I had even just taken his expansion down and not sort of carried on pushing, followed through with it, maybe he blocked his ramp, something like that, then I would have at least had my expansion going up or already up. So a few things I could have done differently there. A lot differently actually, but the main reason is, as I said, I just wanted some input. I wanted to know what you guys do. Maybe I can take the input and try apply it to my next Zerg versus Zerg game. As you can see, this guy is actually higher ranked than me. I'm not sure why I get evenly matched with someone with 3,000 points when I'm sitting on something like 1,200 or I don't know, around there. But still, it was entertaining, and every Zerg versus Zerg to me is a life and death battle because I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing there. So yes, let me know what you guys think. Let me know about all the flaws in my play, because I know there are many of them. And let me know what you guys do in Zerg versus Zerg. In maybe a situation sort of like this one. But once again, thanks for watching, and if there are any, I mean, if you guys have any requests, maybe you want me to try a different race, maybe you have a strat that you want me to try that you think works well or is the absolute best thing at the moment, let me know and I'll try it out, or I'll think about trying it out actually. But anyway, thanks for watching, and keep checking back here soon for more.